Hello, hey guys, how's it going? So, new day, new live stream, new topic. We were just live yesterday and it went really well. We had a lot of people from all over the world and we had great conversations. It was absolutely great. And again, new day, new live stream. Today's a new day, and of course, we have a new topic for today. We're going to discuss something slightly different than what we did yesterday. And yeah, it's going to be fun, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. I hope you also are going to benefit from it. So I hope it's both helpful and useful at the same time. Okay, so we just started this live stream about a minute ago. So no one has joined yet. We still have just about two viewers so far. So again, what we're going to do right now is we're going to wait for more people to join us in here before we can talk about today's topic. We have our first co-guest for today. His name is Adams. I can't tell where he's from, but here he's gonna tell us. Hello, hey Adams, how's it going?
Good morning, status speaker.
Good
I'm doing
morning,
great.
man.
What about you?
I'm doing
Yes, good
great.
morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
What? Yeah, thank you very much. I hope it is not kind of like noisy in the background here
Well,
because I'm in
just
I'm
yeah,
near a road.
just a little bit, but I think it's fine so
Can you
far.
hear me? Right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
can.
Okay,
Yeah, I can hear you well.
wonderful, great.
Yeah. Okay, man. So, like, it seems like it's your first time to join us in here, right? Oh, right now I'm
Hello?
not sure if you can hear me. Yeah, I was telling you, seems like it's your
Yeah,
first
yes,
time to join us, right?
yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And
Hello?
can you tell us some like can you tell us more about yourself?
Yeah, I am from Burkina Faso. This is West Africa, one of the West African countries speaking French as an official language.
Okay.
However, we got a lot of, many national languages.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a native speaker of Moray, which is our local language, but I'm learning
Yeah.
English as a foreign language. Most importantly, I like to
Okay.
speak English to anybody who really wants to speak the language. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. That's cool. So like
Got me? I hope you got.
yeah, totally got it. 100%. Okay, that sounds cool. So you speak French and you speak
Wonderful.
English. You also speak, I can't remember the
More,
name, but your local language, right?
yeah, wonderful. That's exactly it. Kind of like four languages.
Okay, wow, that's cool.
Hello?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you. I'm not sure if it's an internet connection problem or something. But also there's like some noise in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
I'm not sure if it's just me or other people can
yeah.
hear that.
That's it. Yeah,
Uh huh.
yeah. I'm outside. I'm outside, and the wind is blowing, and I'm nearby the roads. So I went out actually for a cafeteria and
Yeah.
drinking a cup of coffee, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Okay. So I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. You can always join us again maybe you're at a quieter place, and we're almost live every single day. So yeah, you
No
can always
problem.
join us again. So yeah.
No,
Oh.
no problem. Because like last week, and even yesterday, I tried all my, all my strength and effort to
Hmm.
join you, but it was not easier. I hope that you will remember my name, and
I
whenever
will,
I will
man.
ask, you
Definitely.
will probably accept me because
Yes.
I, I really want to talk to you. You got a lot of things that I do appreciate that.
Well, you
I
know
like to
what?
talk. I'd like to
I
talk to you.
I definitely would remember your name, and by the way you speak, it's just impressive. Since you also just said that you're learning English as a foreign language, so I think you're doing absolutely great. So yeah, man, and we're going to definitely have a
Oh, thank you,
conversation.
thank you.
Okay, you're most welcome, man. Okay,
Oh,
talk to
thank
you
you very
later.
much.
You're
Yes,
most
looking
welcome.
forward. Yeah, talk to you later. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye. Okay, guys. So someone here saying hello, hello, Sabi. And also, someone's saying, what's the live stream about? Well, our topic for today, which I still haven't mentioned yet, is modern day challenges. Okay, so modern or our maybe modern world's challenges, right? Hello, Rika. Yeah. So what I want to say is, okay, let us. Yeah. Okay, you're here. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
It's going well, yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Okay, so you were just asking me about what's today's topic, right? Or what's the topic?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So our topic for today, and every day we have a different topic. So our topic for today is modern challenges. What do I mean with modern challenges? So, for example, let's say 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, we maybe had to do a lot of things like hunting and exert a lot of effort to bring food home and so on. Right now, we can just go to the supermarket, right? It's that easy. But like as we have solved some like old challenges, new challenges arise. Do you agree with me?
Yes, totally agree.
Yeah. So what could be maybe to you some of those challenges that have arrived that have arisen lately? So what are some of maybe the challenges that we have today in our modern world that we didn't have maybe let's say 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago? Okay, so he's gone. Yeah. So, one of the maybe most obvious challenges to people nowadays is AI, right? This is something that is very obvious. This is something that we all can see. This is something that maybe a lot of people are afraid of, okay, which is AI. Again, this is a very obvious challenge. And I'm sure there are a lot of other challenges. But before I tell you more, yeah, before I tell more suggestions, I want to hear people out. So, hey, we have Eureka in here. You were just with us
Nice.
yesterday,
How are you,
and
Steady?
yeah, it's good to have you again. I'm doing great. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I can't complain.
Okay. Yeah. So, how long have you been in here in this live stream? I mean,
I
do you know
just
the?
joined. I've just
Okay.
joined it naturally.
Yeah, so you still do not know what the topic is. Okay, as I was just discussing, our topic for today is modern challenges. Okay, so maybe in the past we had so many challenges like how to bring food home, like maybe we had to hunt, we had to plant, we had to do a lot of things, right? And right now, maybe such things are becoming much easier. Like you could just go to the hypermarkets, you could just order things online. Life is easy, it's convenient, effortless, right? But then other challenges arise, okay? Maybe some people could say something like AI. I'm not sure if you're still there, and I'm not sure if you can hear me. I know you're muted, but it shows me you're away. Please confirm if you can hear me. So, yeah, and I'll continue then. Okay, so a lot of the things that were maybe super difficult in the past are now super easy, but that had a price, right? And the price is maybe you could say our mental health. So today, for example, it's very difficult to maybe maintain a stable mind, a quiet mind, a mind that doesn't overthink. So again, like I said, a lot of the challenges that we had in the past have now become like effortless, and you could just do anytime, effortlessly and conveniently. But other things that were also super easy have become like complicated, right? So yeah. And among those other challenges, I would say also, like we mentioned I could also mention overthinking. I think most people nowadays they have problems overthinking. I also think it's kind of related to social media because like all day you're scrolling, you see a lot of different things from so many different creators. So for example, you see someone living your dream life by the beach. Maybe you see someone who is like ultra rich. Okay, maybe you see someone who is really famous, right? And that thing's always existed, right? But today the difference is you can see through because people they record their lives, right? So like you can have a very close look at people's lives. So AI could be one of it. Overthinking might be one of it as well. Also, insomnia. I think a lot of people are struggling with insomnia lately. So I know a lot of people who like have serious problems sleeping, whether they maybe like they could maybe have trouble sleeping, or they maybe could sleep for like 2 hours and then wake up without any alarms, without anything, just wake up normally and naturally. So insomnia, I would say, is also something that a lot of people struggle with lately. Maybe this could be some kind of like the price for all the technology that we have right now. And of course, again, it has a price. So I think all of these are modern challenges, and it's not easy to deal with. I sometimes think life was much easier in the past. Maybe it wasn't as convenient. Maybe a lot of things had to, like, maybe you had to exert a lot of effort to do a lot of things that we do now simply. But I think life in general was simpler, right? Like, everything was done maybe in a simpler manner. Life wasn't that complicated. And I would also add to these modern like challenges that I think everyone also nowadays they struggle with indecision, and indecision is your inability to make a decision. And the reason why is because you have so many options, and it's really difficult to choose from, right? So like 100 years ago, if you wanted maybe to like get a job or find a career, what would you do? Maybe you'd have very few options, right? Like you could be maybe an engineer, a doctor. Like there aren't so many options after all, right? But nowadays, if you're looking for the right career, or if you're trying to decide on your career, then it's gonna be super complicated because we have like a million different jobs, right? It's not that easy as before to make a decision. And there's also this thing that they call the shiny object syndrome. Which is, for example, when you see someone else doing something maybe slightly different, you start thinking to yourself, okay, that must be better. I have to try this, and so on. Okay, we have someone in here who wanted to join us. Let's see. We just invited them, and they're supposed to be here anytime. Okay, hello, you're here now. How's it going, man?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, that's great news. Okay, how long have you been here in this live stream?
Because I want to learn more English because my English good,
Okay.
but I need that to be better. You know?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so like tell us more about how you started learning English maybe.
Okay, so I start English maybe the last year. Okay,
Okay.
but not every day I speak English. Not every day learn English
Yeah.
because in 1 month to learn English to speak. Listen me.
Hey, I'm sorry, I lost my internet connection for a second. Can you please repeat that? You said you're learning English, or you started learning English like a month ago,
Yeah.
but you don't speak
Yeah.
English
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
And then you said what?
Yes. And now I need to learn English more.
Okay, I get it. So, do you have maybe a specific goal behind like trying to improve your English? Like maybe are you trying to do that for work, maybe for studying, or
Yeah.
what?
For work, yes.
Okay, yeah. So, do you have a specific job in mind?
Yeah, I have job, but I need to travel to another country because I have work in to some country, you know. But this country need speak English good fluently.
Hey, I'm really sorry. I had a call and the internet was disconnected. Hope this doesn't happen again. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
yeah,
think my connection is not good. I
No, no,
think.
no. It was mine. It was mine because I got a call. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to you. So you were saying that you want to improve your English to get a better job, maybe, or for work. So can you tell me if you maybe have a specific job in mind?
No, now I work at pharmacy. You know,
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
I have a
Okay.
new job from another country.
Yeah. So you're working abroad, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And like, if you were to improve your English, what maybe other jobs were you be looking at?
The job is not important now, but the job need me speak English.
Yeah,
So I want us
100%.
to speak, yeah, to another to speak to another person, to another people, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Um,
Yeah,
so I have to practice English more to
100%.
speak to another.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
100%. And this might be the best place, or I'm not going to say the best. Maybe this is something that you could decide, but this is one place where you could do this every day. You could practice English with us, both listening and speaking. And someone just joined us in here. I think the name is Zeus, something like that.
Yes, hello
Let's.
everyone.
Hello,
Hello,
hey
I'm
man, how's it
doing.
going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just woke up.
That's great news. Well, yeah, likewise, man. Okay,
Yeah,
tell us more about yourself.
yeah. My name is Zeus, but my actual name is Wael.
Okay.
I'm 22 years old, currently
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
studying and working as a part timer.
Okay,
But
that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. That's what I do.
Okay, so what do you do for a living?
I'm working in real estate.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like a real estate agent.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
like selling real estate, or maybe doing something different.
So when I started in real estate, I was like an agent
Okay.
calling people to see if they're but
Uh-huh.
like I'm not working
Interested?
in the Egyptian market. I'm working in the
Okay, in
American
the
market,
US
the USA
market.
market. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's cool,
started
man.
as an agent, like cold
Uh-huh.
calling, but I
Yeah, yeah.
got promoted in I've been working in different companies, getting experience,
Mm-hmm.
skills, and all of that, and I become and I moved to the acquisition department.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it. So like you're more of a closer right now, you mean?
yeah. Currently, so I'm working right now in a company. So it's a
Uh-huh.
really good company. I really appreciate everyone in the company that I'm working in, and
Mm-hmm.
the person, the CEO, who's is an American, but he lives in Egypt, and the
Okay.
yeah. Currently, I'm in the probation period as a
Mm-hmm.
lead manager, and then if everything went smooth, and I'll be back to being a closer.
That's cool, man. Okay, would you be okay with doing a role play maybe in here? I know this is not
Absolutely.
easy. I know this is not easy. And by the way, I appreciate your bravery and your courage to do this in here. So, wow, man, that's cool. Okay,
Thank you,
let's
man.
go
I
for it.
appreciate you.
So, yeah,
I'm
my
like,
name is my name is Adam, by
yeah,
the way. So that's the name you could use in the call.
okay. Like, are you familiar with the real estate market and all of that?
Somehow, I'm supposed to be a seller, right?
Yeah. So let me tell
Okay.
you a little bit about what I was
Mm-hmm.
doing at the first
Okay.
when I was working as an agent. So
Okay.
we were calling lots of people day to
Mm-hmm.
day. It's the nature of
Yeah.
our work. But
Yeah.
we would call, hey John, are you the owner of yada yada yada? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you interested in selling? I don't know. Maybe I'll see if he's really
Yeah.
interested in
Yeah.
selling or
I
no.
get it. Yeah, by the way, I'm very familiar with that. I've been working with American companies for the past 5 years as well. So, like, yeah, you could tell.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so
Mhm.
the objective here we got the basics in the field, which is the four pillars. See if he's
Yeah.
motivated to sell. See his asking
Yeah.
price. Is he matching the
Yeah.
our range in terms of the
Yeah. I
what
get
we
it.
can offer, and the
Yeah.
timeline. Is he willing to proceed with selling this property
Maybe within
soon?
the next 6 months or something. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
the what is the condition? The condition of the property, it's really huge because
A
it's
hundred
gonna
percent.
be eventually the what is it, the weak points or the points that you would stress on it
Exactly.
to make to lower the price a little bit.
Exactly. Okay, you know what? Just let us play along. Okay, so again, my name
Okay.
is Adam. Yeah, and again, let us just play along. But one thing that I really want to emphasize, I hope you can help me with this. Since Steady Speaker is an English learning academy, English teaching academy, sorry. So one thing that we would like to focus on is intonation. And by intonation, I mean how our voice changes when we say different things. So
Yeah,
the
I was
tonality, the
literally
tone of
gonna.
voice.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say that. I just woke up, and sometimes I'd be monotonic. So, but
Yeah,
usually I'm not like that.
that's
Like
okay.
I would have like a variation in my tone
I
in a
get
call.
it.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, just try maybe to like put in more energy. That's how intonation works.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Your name
Okay,
is
let's
Adam,
go
right?
for it. My name is Adam, yeah.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah, who's that?
Hey, Adam. This is Andrew from Win Homes. I'm just giving you a
Uh-huh.
call about your property, the one at 123 Main Street. Just wanted to see if you're looking to sell this property by any chance.
No, of course I'm not gonna sell it. Like it has all my memories, my childhood memories. Like I've had this house for like what, only God knows how many years. No, I think like why would I sell it?
Oh, I gotcha, man. You must have some good memories there. I gotcha
Yeah.
totally. But you're not considering whatsoever the sell this property?
Well, I mean, it's gonna be really difficult, but like how much would it get me anyway?
That's a really good question. The asking price, the offer that we can offer you is it depends on the condition and to see what's going on with your timelines. So there's lots of factors would go into that
Yeah.
on this thing. But yeah, that's why I ask you. Did you have like an asking price or a ballpark or a range that we can see if we
Well,
can work with?
you know what? I wasn't even like considering selling, so I didn't have a specific asking price in mind. But you know what? My neighbor just sold his house. He sold it for, I think it was 240. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna, like, my asking price would be around the same, $240,000. And I also just like renovated the roof 1 year ago, and it's in
Okay.
pretty good condition. The kitchen needs some renovations, but like I would say it's in good condition. It's intact.
Okay. What's going on with the major things like the plumbing, HVAC, those kind of major things? Are they
Yeah,
good? Nothing wrong
plumbing
with
works
it from.
fine. Yeah, HVAC works fine. Everything's
Okay,
working well.
I
Everything's in
gotcha.
place. Yeah.
And since you said, Adam, you said your neighbor sold his property for 240.
Yeah.
Did he sell it with a realtor like on the market, or like he sold it
Yeah.
to an
Yeah, I
investor?
think it was I think it was with a realtor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, since you know he sold it on the market, you know how it is when you sell the.
hmm What happened
Adam,
to
can I say
this?
something? Adam?
Yeah, sure you can.
Can you make your voice slowly and clearly because some guy there to learn English? You can.
Yeah. Okay, man. We're just trying for now. We're just trying to do a role play. So we're trying to speak as native speakers would. You know what I mean? So yes, I totally get your point. After we're done with the role play, maybe I'm going to get back into speaking a bit slower. But for now, just let us play along with the role play. So again, we're trying to sound as natural as possible. That's why. But I totally get your concern, and thanks for sharing that with me. Let's get back, Zeus. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. So you since you said that you know that your neighbor sold it on the market, you know how it
hmm
is. You need to connect with a realtor to do and doing all the repairs and the updates in the property to make the property
Yeah.
ready market.
hmm
And all of that. So is your property like ready to put it on the market, or it needs a little bit of repairs?
I'd say it's in pretty good condition again. Like I think it's more than ready. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And let me tell you a little bit about what we do. We do buy properties cash as is, you know, cover the
hmm
closing costs and all of that. And sometimes
Yeah.
we buy properties to fix and flip. And
hmm
as I said to you, it depends on the condition. And sometimes we buy and hold for rental
Yeah.
properties for us. And also we partner with other investors. So it
Hmm.
depends on the condition, the property itself, the situation that you are in, Adam.
Yeah.
So we do lots of different exit strategies. So since you said you'd consider selling it for 240 in that range, how soon are you willing to proceed with selling it? Like if we can offer you a price that can work, are you ready to get it done?
Well, like I told you, I wasn't really considering selling. I was just like curious to know how much could it get me. But I think like with that much money, there could be a lot of things that I could do. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna take me at least 2 months, maybe a bit more, but not less.
Okay, and I'm just out of curiosity. What?
Hmm.
Because you said you're not really considering selling, but because you've
Yeah.
been there for so long and you have lots of
Hmm.
memories there, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. It's very hard to let go something that you've been
Definitely.
in it. So what's the reason for you to consider selling it?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I have like $60,000 in debt, and right now I'm not working, so I don't have a source of income, and I'm not sure how I'm going to like to pay it off. And also with that much money, I think I could start a small business, and because like I'm retired, I'm 64, so I could start a small business and like yeah,
Oh
like
wow, man,
help me
you sound
pay the
great for
bills.
64.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've been trying all my life to like exercise and work out, so maybe that's why.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, man. Let me go back to my partner, see what it is, run our numbers, and we'll connect again for sure. Okay.
Well, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Have a good one. Okay, man. Well, wow, that was impressive. Yeah, it's very rare to find someone who speaks as good as you do, and I think you're doing a great job at what you're doing. So, yeah,
Thank you, man. I'm not
I
that
got.
great, but
Mhm.
I'm working on myself.
Well,
I'm
you're
trying to
22
I'm trying to
years
be
old.
better.
You're
Yeah.
22 years old, and you're doing absolutely amazing. Like, if you, I'm 25 years old right now. Okay, so if you kept working with American clients for the upcoming 3 years, I assure you that you're going to be exceptional at what you're doing.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
and you
that.
know what? I got a lot of real estate offers lately, but I turned most of them, or not, like if not all of them, down. I've been getting so many offers lately, especially this last year, 2026, from co-founders in the US and so on. And let me be completely honest with you, I'm gonna just ignore the fact that we're in a live video right now and there are 120 people in the room. But you know what? Of course, I've tried cold calling for a while, and I worked also in sales, apart from cold calling, with a lot of companies, including, for example, Loop TV. And Loop TV is a publicly traded company in the US, so it's like Netflix but for businesses. And I also
Hmm.
worked with a company called PTU, who were selling trading courses online,
Okay.
ranging from like $1,000 to $5,000. So like you could tell, I have great experience when it comes to
No,
sales.
you're really good. You're really good at
Well,
what you're
yeah,
doing.
thank you, man. And like it's easy for me to impress employers with the way I speak, because one thing that they're looking for is someone who doesn't have an accent, right? So someone who has a like a natural American accent. This is something that is important to them. And also through my interviewing skills, I'm able to again like impress them, because I give them the answers they want to hear, right? Like between 2024 and 2025, I've had more than 100 interviews. So again, it's really easy for me to like again tell them what they
Real
want to
easy.
hear.
Real easy,
Yeah,
man.
but yeah, but
You're really good at what you're doing. And by the way,
well, thank you so much.
yeah, and the thing is, I'm only here in this field because I love working, and the company that I'm working
Yeah.
with, it's really good. People, the environment, the community, and we have different nationalities. Like we have people from Costa Rica,
Hmm.
Philippines, not only Egyptians. So, and
Yeah.
actually, the CEO of the company, um, he's in Egypt. Like he's living in Egypt, but
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
I met
But
him a
he's
couple
operating in the
times.
U.S.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah, I get it, man.
and the system and all of that. That's why I'm with this company. But
Hmm.
usually I don't like working with Egyptian companies because
Yeah, I get it.
it's not for me. And
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
incentives. There's no
A
incentive
hundred
whatsoever.
percent. Yes. Like there's no
Yeah.
reason for me to work harder and like to find maybe better ways to work and like to try and get better at what I do. I totally get it, man. 100%. Yeah, so the thing that I was just about to tell you is like I've received really like tempting offers from US companies and from US co-founders and so on. But I find it really difficult like lately to do any kind of like cold calling, or even if it's not like pure cold calling, something that is a bit similar, like, but I find it really difficult. And the reason why is like I teach English. I've been teaching English for the past 4 years. First it started as a side hustle thing, and then like it turned into a full-time thing. So the thing about it, maybe it's not as rewarding when it comes to money, right?
That's true.
So yeah, of course, working with maybe a US company, especially in a sales role, and especially when you're a good sales guy and you can close deals and whatnot, it's much easier for you to make more money, right? Especially
Yeah.
that it's in dollars. So like, yeah, that's how it works. Like for example, if you made $1,500, it's not much in the US. It's like literally half the minimum wage, if not less, right? But in Egypt, it would make like a good living.
Yes,
Of
and
course, you know what I
especially
mean.
cold calling is not the same in every field. Like I have two friends,
100%.
they're working in the roofing business.
Yeah, the
They're
roofing
making
might be
like
the worst. The roofing might be the worst.
yeah, but let me tell you, it would
Yeah.
be like hard. It would be hard. Like
Yeah.
you're getting like 500 calls per day, but
Yeah.
it's the incentive is really huge because they're making like $2,000 per month. So I think
Wow.
it's good, especially they're cold calling.
Yeah.
They're not acquisitions. They're not lead
Yes.
managers. They're only
I
cold
get it.
calling.
Like
They're
it's an
only
entry-level
repeating the
job.
script again and again and again. But the thing is, when you can say the right when you can say the right
Words
questions at
maybe
the right time, yeah, it will be working for sure.
100%. Well, yeah, I don't know. Like you've given me back this passion to like pursue business. So yeah, that definitely helped, man. Like there was a time that I was like the opposite, the exact opposite. Like I had this hunger for success and for growth, with similar things, and I was trying to prove myself. I was trying to be the best in that and so on. But like somewhere along the way, I maybe lost this passion a bit. Or
Hmm.
maybe not lost this passion, but like again, like I told you, when I'm teaching English, when I'm helping people improve their speaking skills and whatnot, it makes me feel a different kind of like joy that I can help people and so on. But like
Yeah, you definitely
Mhm.
like teaching. I can tell. You,
Yeah, I do.
yes, and that's
Yeah,
a good thing. Teaching is not for everyone. Like you need
yeah,
to be patient. You need to pass the information in an easy and articulate way to the
yeah.
other person because usually that person is not as good as you. So
Mhm.
you're trying to simplify it as much as possible.
Yes, exactly. Well, you're absolutely right about this. But sometimes, well, and again, like I'm talking to you as if we're talking like on a phone call, not not in a live video, right? But
Yeah.
like sometimes I don't know, like I feel like people do not appreciate the role of like an educator or an instructor or a
Yeah,
trainer
that's true.
that much,
Man,
right?
listen, my parents are teachers. My mom is
Okay.
she's a French teacher, and my
Yeah,
dad
so
is
you
an
can.
English teacher.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can really connect with that. They're
Yes.
not appreciated as much in Egypt, especially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know what? Something funny that happened to me about a year ago or something like that. Someone messaged me on Facebook and they said, I want you to help me I want you to help me improve my English skills so I can join a cold calling position or like something like that. Like, but it wasn't customer service. It was like more like cold calling. Okay. So I asked them why they want to work in a cold calling position. That's one of the first questions that I ask. So they said, so I can be able to make £30,000 a month. I said,
Hmm.
okay, yes, that's something I can definitely help with because this is the thing that I've done my entire life, helping people like pass interviews and so on. So yeah, so then they asked about information about the course and so on. I give them all the information, and then the price for the private course is £4,000. And bear in mind, this is a private course, meaning that they get to be the only person in the room, right?
Yeah.
And they said £4,000, that's like too much and so on. Like, how are you charging that much? So like, of course I didn't reply. and I never did till today. But like the only thing that I could think of is, okay, so you want to work in cold calling so that you can make £30,000, and then
Yeah,
you're still
people
not at
people
this level.
yeah,
Yeah,
people
and
here
I'm
in
going to
Egypt,
help you get there.
people are not appreciating the value and the things that you could offer. Because like when I see, listen,
100%.
if I was like a beginner or someone who cannot speak English and I saw you and listened to you, I would absolutely
Yeah,
put the money, because I know I'm gonna get that value returned to me so much. It's not even like 4,000 or 5,000. It's not, it's nothing. I mean, it would be not, it would be
exactly.
something at first,
$100.
but I know and I believe if I have the, you know, the enthusiasm and the energy
Yeah.
to put in that course, I will get so much in return.
Exactly. Like if you calculate the ROI like mathematically, it's going to be impressive. Like for example, let's say someone who stayed for 2 months and paid £8,000, and then they started working in either a customer service role or a cold calling role, and they like in the upcoming 12 months they make, let's say, £300,000 or something like that. So yeah, that's definitely a very good ROI.
Let me tell you a funny fact. When I got promoted in the first company that I was working
Uh-huh.
for,
Yeah.
I got promoted to be a lead manager,
Yeah.
like something between a lead manager and a closer. So
Okay.
the client that I was working with, his like he know absolutely nothing about real estate, or you know how people buy properties, how the
Yeah.
transactions goes, and
Yeah.
you know the process and all of that. So
Mhm.
my manager told me you need to work on yourself. Okay. Okay. So I put it in my mind and I said, listen, I'm not gonna go anywhere unless I learn something, you know, and learn more in that field. I need to
100%.
get a good grasp of how the process works. So I was
Yeah.
buying courses, I was listening to people on YouTube, and I was doing lots of things. I was putting my money into courses because I know I'm gonna get, you know, the value in return to that.
Yes, and not just the value, like you're going to get 100x or 1,000x the value.
Yeah.
So like I'm sure that every penny you spent, you've made back like maybe 10 more times and so on.
Yes.
So yeah, man, that's the power of investing yourself. So like Warren Buffett was so big on that. I'm sure you know Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world and
Yeah.
one of the greatest investors of all time. So he always talked about investing in yourself, and he said something like, like investing in yourself is the only investment that never is affected by inflation. Nobody can ever take from you, and so on. So like if you invest into becoming maybe a better speaker, a more confident speaker, maybe if you invest in maybe going to the gym, working out and so on, getting a better physique, or eating healthy, or maybe reading books, taking courses, everything like that. So like any investment in yourself is going to pay out for your entire life. Like throughout your entire life, you're going to still get payouts for that, and like it's gonna pay off every single day you live.
Yeah, I could not agree more. And the thing is, I was in the last outing with my colleagues in the company.
Yeah.
One person said to me something like, if you can, no, it's the best skill ever is is to learn how to talk to people,
100%.
how to, you know, how to say the right things at the right time, how to,
Yeah.
you know, influence people, because listen, you'd be a savvy person if you know how to talk in whatever, in your, you know, in your life, in your work,
Yes.
in every time you
Yeah.
you can influence people and, you know, make the world easier for you.
100%. Well, again, I couldn't agree more. And yeah, man, like, by the way, what's your real name?
Well,
Well, yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, by the way, my
That's
real
okay.
name is Anas, but Adam is like my American name, the name that I use like when I'm doing business.
yeah, I gotcha. Me too.
Yeah.
My name is Andrew Blake.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so like now Andrew and Adam, well, and Anas. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Andrew. Like again, I feel like maybe I'm talking to an old friend, someone who I've known for a really long time, right?
All
So
right.
yeah, what I wanted to say is there was something on the top of my head. I wanted to say something regarding what you were just saying. Yes, okay, yeah. So I worked in real estate here in the Egyptian market when I was 15 years old.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
and yeah, like it came
And you're now
completely.
25?
I'm now 25
It's been
years. Yeah.
10
Also,
years.
that was 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, that came by absolute coincidence. Like the way that happened is like when I was about 14 years old, I figured out that I need to get a job. Just because I didn't want to bother with all my friends, like trouble and problems and so on. Like I just wanted to isolate myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
At 14 years old,
yeah.
and I didn't have a single reason to like work. Like, I mean, I come from fairly rich parents, so like I didn't have any, like, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't like mandatory. Like it was just like I wanted to do something different. So I started working in a workshop owned by my uncle, and then I worked there for a month, and then I figured out that maybe I could use all the things I've learned to do better things. So I tried to find a job on Dubizzle. I'm sure you know it, Dubizzle
Yeah,
or OLX.
yeah.
Yeah, so I made an advertisement that said something like, I'm 15 years old, I speak good English, I can fix, I can install Windows. That was a big thing then, right? And I can also fix Android software and so on. So I thought maybe I could get an offer from maybe either a clothes shop, a mobile shop, a computer shop, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone called me and they said, and I'd have to say this in Arabic because it wouldn't make sense in English. So he said something like, عندي موقع عايزك تسوق له.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you hear the word موقع, you'd automatically think of a website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but turns out he meant like a building under construction.
Oh, okay.
And I only figured that out when I met him. So like I went to
Okay.
meet him. Yeah, I went to meet him thinking that he has a website. And then when I arrived, he showed me the I'm not sure what they call them, brochures, something like this.
Like
Brochures.
he's a developer and he want you
Yes.
to market
Yeah, not
this
exactly a
thing.
developer. Yeah, he's more
Mhm.
like of a real estate agent,
Oh,
but he
okay.
wants someone to help him with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, long story short, I worked in sales at a very young age. So I have learned my entire life that your ability to speak, to talk with people, and especially with strangers, to get to know new people easily, is a superpower. Like
It
right
is.
now,
It is.
I can maybe initiate a conversation with anybody, right? And the
Yeah,
best thing about it
I
is
saw
to
you
not make
earlier
it.
with the person that who left. You were very
Uh-huh.
communicative with him, and you try to understand him. Yeah, I really appreciate that
Yeah.
because like it's really rare to see someone who's really investing on someone and trying to get a good grasp of that person and trying to make him open up and be vulnerable and talk more and all of that. Yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And yes, I also mean that I can do it in real life, in person. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like if I'm
that's even better.
yeah, and again, maybe not every single day you'd have the social energy to do this, right? Sometimes you just want to isolate yourself, or like you just want to stay away from everyone. But like mostly, yes, I can initiate conversations with anybody, even if I'm like buying something from a shopkeeper or something. I have to say something funny. I have to make them laugh. I have to develop some kind of connection with them, and so on. So yeah, that definitely helps. Like if you were to become a successful entrepreneur, which I believe is like the goal for almost everybody, you have to be able to speak really well, both in your native language and in English, and also you have to speak in public. So like you have to be ready to speak in front of an audience and a lot of other related things.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and that's really good because influencing people is good. As a matter of fact, I like I'm working today also, and every day that
Yeah.
I'm working, we have like a morning meeting, and that morning meeting, everyone is camera on, everyone is talking, and the
Yeah.
CEO is like, listen, man, the way he talks, he's very smooth. Like he makes us like
Yeah.
really hungry to get deals
To learn
that day,
more.
every day. Yeah, so it's a really huge thing because I've been working in different companies and like nobody cares, do the work,
Yes.
and everyone is like everyone is not really motivated. No, and in my work, like every morning, every day we get a meeting, camera on, everyone is talking, everyone is motivated. We will have some energy at the first of the day, and to be hungry to get deals.
Yes, I get exactly what you're talking about because I've been in so many sales teams and I've seen sales teams who absolutely do not care, right? So like who just like they give you the dollar and they just like okay, have fun, good luck,
Yeah.
right? And I've also seen other managers who really care. So one of them was called William Lamonca. He's both my former manager and still to this day my best friend, one of my best friends. And he used to do this every single day, like with the standoff meeting, I think they call it, or something like that. So he used to give us this energy, and he used to start this meeting every day by asking, "What is something maybe you are grateful for or like proud of? What is your yeah?" I think the question was, "What is like today's win? What is any win that you've done today?" And it could be something as simple as like, okay, I worked out today. Maybe I woke up and I like cleaned my room or anything. But it puts you in this mood that, okay, I've already made achievements and I want to make more achievements,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
totally
it
makes
used to really
sense.
help. Yes, also William helped me learn more about intonation. Okay, so he guided me through. I'm not sure if you heard about him or not before. His name is Jeremy Miner.
Yeah, I
Have you
know
ever
him.
heard the name?
I absolutely know
You
him.
know
Yeah.
Jeremy Miner?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome, and it means you're doing well in life and in sales as
Yeah, I
well.
know him. I've been seeing lots of videos of him, like how to talk, how to ask in a curious way, and all of those things.
Exactly. Well, by the way, this guy really knows what he's talking about, and like his unlike many other people, he really knows what he's talking about. And he started from the bottom,
There's
like he started
really
from.
young guy. Let me get his name because
Uh-huh.
his name probably Hispanic. But hold on, let me get him. His really good. He's only 19 years old, and man,
I
the
think
way
I
he
know what
talks.
you're talking. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let
Are
me
you talking about? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Andre something. I don't remember exactly his name, but I'm following up. I'm following him on YouTube, on
Yeah.
Instagram, and probably I'm trying to get in his course too because he's really good, man. His
Yeah.
like because his working in high ticket sales is different than real
Yes.
estate. You're
Yes.
working for someone who got a big platform, and you try to sell
Offer.
his
Yeah.
courses. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's really good at handling objections and getting sales basically.
Yes, I get it. This is very humble to very humbling as well to like learn from someone who's maybe much younger than yourself. This is, I think, like a life lesson. So I just started getting back to the MMA training about 2 weeks ago or something. And the guys who are training me mostly are like 8 years younger than myself or 9 years younger than myself. And I had to like humble myself and say, okay, well, this person is much younger than me, but he still knows much more than I do. So I have to listen and be a very good student and learn, right, and not let my ego get like in the way of me becoming a better fighter and so on.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Okay. So you start working when? At 4?
What do you mean at 4?
I was asking, you start working at 4? Like you start your day, your work
No,
day
we
at 4?
work at 7. We start working at 7.
Wow. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sign me up, baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
we work. Yeah, I was when I was studying in university, but now I finished my finals. I was working as a
Yeah.
part-timer, but now I
Okay.
shifted to being a full-time.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all what it
By the
takes,
way,
man.
you
Like,
said you're 25 years old.
yeah.
You probably finished your bachelor's.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
were you majoring in?
Business. I was at the
Business.
Faculty of Commerce, but you know what? Like, or at a very young age, I figured out that college is unable to get me a job. And like, even apart from being a job, like not being my goal or something like that, but like, you know what I mean? And you know how it works here in Egypt. Your
Yeah.
college degree is hugely unable to get you a job, and if it
There's
were
only a few
able,
majors that you can, you can land a job, but even that job is
yeah,
not gonna pay you that much that you're looking for.
that's the thing. Exactly, that's the thing. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. So yes, of course, you could maybe find a job somewhere as an accountant, but then if it pays like six, seven, 8,000, or even £20,000, then what are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, you know what really um get on my nerves when someone,
Uh-huh.
let's for example say I'm a nurse student, he's in a nursing school, and he said,
Yeah,
man, you need to be in nursing school. Why? Because like you're gonna land a job after you finish immediately, but that job is gonna pay you, what is it, 4 or 5,000 Egyptian pounds per month. What am I gonna do with that?
exactly. Yeah. Well, I think like having being like good English speakers is a blessing, and I think like it opens so many doors and so many opportunities
Too
for
many
you.
doors,
And I think like
too many things.
yeah,
Yeah.
like exactly. Like I always say, English was to me three different jobs. So first, I worked as a customer service representative. We've all done that, and then I moved into sales, and then right now I'm teaching English. So with all three jobs, I'm using my English skills, and like apart from that, everything that I've learned, like things like public speaking, voice acting, and so on, it has all been like tied to English somehow. So, like, I mean, when I want to get a job right now, I could find so many opportunities. Like, for example, working as a travel consultant, working as a sales specialist, maybe as a cold caller, as a customer service representative, as a technical support agent. Like, there are so many jobs that are willing to accept me just because of the fact. Okay, sorry about that. That's the light ring.
It's okay,
Fell
totally
down.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so so many jobs that are willing to accept me just because I speak good English. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
like also when it comes to the salary and the compensation, it's also the same. Like you said, if I were to work in any job here in Egypt, it's gonna probably pay me much less than $400. But if I
That's
were
true.
to work with an American company, it could be easy to get a job that pays anywhere from like 1,200 to possibly $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah, and you said earlier that you were working in cold calling and sales and all that, but you like teaching. So
Yeah.
everyone got, everyone prioritizing what's good for him and what he thinks is good for him. So for me, for
Yes.
example, I'm working in that field. I like that because it's a stability to me. I like the stability
Yes.
of the work that I'm working in.
Yeah, and that's
But
important.
you're a teacher, you can work like 16 hours, but me, I like working in that way and also prioritizing my major in
Yeah, I
university.
get it. Well,
Yeah.
the other way around. Like I might be working less hours than you're doing, and that's always been a part of the thing. So like let me walk you through this a bit. So I mentioned when I was 15 I was working in like in real estate and so on, right? So like at this point in my life I viewed life as just materialistic success. Like to me, in order to be successful, I have to have my own car, I have to have my own company, I have to have my own house, have to have my own this. So like to me, success was just materialistic success, right? Like I
Yeah.
just want to buy this, buy this, buy this, and then I'm going to be successful. And then I went into some kind of like let's say character development throughout the years, right? And I figured out that okay, life is very short and life is not even guaranteed. We can lose this chance anytime. I could die right now, right? Nothing guarantees that I'm going to stay alive even till tonight, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well maybe do something that you genuinely enjoy, to do something maybe that you're passionate about. And by the way, this can be really good advice and it can be really bad advice, right?
Yeah.
Because for example, what if my passion is to, let's say, do anything that can't be monetizable, anything that can be profitable, right?
Hmm.
Like, let's say, for example, my passion is joining live videos on TikTok, right? Like, okay, well, good luck with that, right?
No, that's
So,
that's a
like,
good thing.
following your,
No, it's really
yeah,
good.
I mean,
Because
following
especially
your
you'd
passion,
have followers that really
yeah,
appreciate you and connect with you, and hopefully you can
yeah,
turn that thing into students that are interested in learning English from you. So it's
yeah,
it's uh, it's good. It's not
I get
bad
it.
always because
Yeah,
most
I
of
get
the
it.
lives here it's not that great, but
Hmm.
the lives that people trying to teach some sort of value like you, that's very
Yeah.
good.
Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And I think like I've read some of the comments, and I think so many people are impressed by your accent, man.
No,
You're
I'm
speaking
not.
amazing English. So
Trust me, I'm not that great. When
yeah,
you see
well,
my colleagues
well,
in the
I can
company,
tell.
I'm
I can
the
tell.
lowest in
No,
the
you're
list.
not. Maybe that's just your way of like uh, self-judging or something. Like, maybe sometimes because we want to improve, because we see our full potential, we know we can do better than what we're doing, so we tend to maybe underestimate our skills and our like strength. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just because you know you can get better, you're thinking that okay, I'm not that good, but like I think you're doing amazing, and I think like you're still 22 years old. Probably all the guys you're referring to are much older than yourself. So like age is also uh, like you know what they say something like being on the same table with people who are much older than you means that you're more successful, even if you're not in the meantime. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like if you're 22 years old and the person you're referring to is 28 years old and you both have the same role, then regardless of who's doing better right now, I think you are doing better because you're 5 years younger. So if that
thank you,
makes
man.
sense.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It really means a lot to me.
Well, yeah, that's just the truth, man. Okay, so again, let's get back maybe to you and like you telling me more about your journey with the English language. Like, when did you get started? You mentioned that your father is also an English teacher, right?
Yeah, actually, probably he's one of the few people that influenced me to learn English.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was really a nerd at high school. Like, I was that one who was studying for 12 hours. Maybe that's why
Wow.
I'm really dedicated to whatever I'm doing in life. So
Yes,
that's why,
because you're
like,
used to the idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm in
Oh,
university right now. In the fourth year,
yeah.
I'm gonna be in the fourth year.
Okay. And you mentioned you're studying what right now?
Yeah, it's medicine.
Uh, medicine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, you said you were like studying real hard at high school, but like when did you guys started actually speaking English maybe to native speakers or like just speaking English in general? Like how did you get started with that?
Yeah, probably
Because
probably.
everyone
Hmm.
studied English at school, right? Like we all have studied grammar, present, continuous, present perfect, whatnot. But like after like for example, a lot of my clients graduated from like American and IG schools, right? So private schools, international schools, and so on. But then when it came to their speaking skills, they were still unable to speak. So how did you develop that?
Yeah, honestly, by working on myself, I started actively learning English and all that
Hmm.
3 years ago, and
Okay.
and yeah, that's pretty much it. I was talking to people, even if they're not that really good at English. I was really
Hmm.
talkative
Yeah.
to people, to every person that I can talk to. I was really talkative. I was trying
Yeah.
to make him speak more, because when he speaks more, I can get some details to ask him more and trying to connect with each other. And here it
Yes.
is, a bond, you know?
100%, I get it. So yeah, that helps with like building rapport and like forming this kind of bond, like you mentioned. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. So like you said, you started working on yourself and you started talking to people and so on. Like, how exactly did you get started working on yourself? Like, what methods did you use? Because again, like I mentioned, steady speaker in here. Like we have 270 people here listening to you right now, and I believe they're all interested in improving their speaking skills. So like, what method did you use then?
Yeah, there was lots of apps that I was actively be in,
Mhm.
like Talkie Walkie,
Yeah,
for example.
yeah.
Yeah, and just talking, and at the same time watching and listening to podcasts,
Yeah.
watching lots of those, but not only podcasts. Like I was watching and listening to every type of way of talking, like interviews,
Yes.
debates, podcasts,
Yeah.
all of those things, sales calls. You're
Hmm.
gonna get a general idea and then talk to people, and it's a really huge thing to get a feedback. Feedback
Yeah.
is really important. You know what I tell my managers and the people who
Hmm.
are above me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, like, be harsh on me. Tell me everything wrong that I
Yes.
do so I can improve. Because feedback is the most important thing, and people are really scared of feedback. Like, oh man, he doesn't like me. Oh,
Yeah.
like, I was really good. No, you weren't good. You were saying
Yes.
you had some mistakes. You need to correct those
Yeah.
mistakes and practice more. And so,
Well, you know what, man?
mhm.
I just couldn't agree more with what you just said.
Yeah,
So like,
the most
so
important thing is feedback. Feedback is really important, especially when
yeah,
you have someone
100%.
above you tell you, no, that's wrong. Do this. Yeah, you're doing that wrong. Try to do something different.
Yes, 100%. Again, I couldn't agree more. For someone who wants to get better, they have to know what exactly they should work on, right? So, like,
Yeah.
if I want to become a better speaker, for example, it's really important to get feedback, right? So, and this is something also that I always tell my clients, which is this is the importance and the role of having someone like a tutor, someone who can point out your mistakes. Because the reason why you're making mistakes is because you don't even know that they are mistakes in the first place. So like,
Exactly.
let's say,
Thank you.
let's
Yeah.
for example, I said instead of maybe saying you are, I said you is. Let's say, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only reason I'm saying this is because I do not know that this is a mistake. So someone has to come here and point out, like, okay, you can't say this, you have to say that, and so on. So that's one thing that you mentioned, and the other thing that you also mentioned, which is super important, is the role of listening. Listening is super important, guys. When you
I even
listen, you
started
get to know.
with shadowing.
Mhm.
Like I was
Yeah,
watching and shadowing people, but listening is very important because like it's I've seen someone who learned so many languages at a really old age. I don't remember his name, but the best thing to do is listening because you're gonna get some patterns. Your brain is gonna catch some patterns in that language and trying to
100%.
talk fluently in it.
Yeah, 100%. Like, even if you weren't actively trying, like you said, your mind is going to, like, again, detect and follow these patterns, right? So, like, you're going to start maybe becoming more aware of the most commonly used words, the most repeated words, and so on. And, like, yes, I think, and by the way, thing was the main reason why I'm here today. So, I've been listening for the last at least, what? 12 or 14 years. I finished more than 100 online courses on Udemy and other platforms of completely unrelated topics, things like psychology, consumer behavior, sales, marketing, and so on. But the only thing in common was all of these courses were in English. And I listened to like a ton of YouTube videos, audiobooks, podcasts, and you name it, right?
Yeah.
So, like, listening is mainly what helped me improve my English because, again, with listening, you improve a lot of things simultaneously. So, for example, you get to know new words, you get to know new phrases, you get to improve your listening skills, you also get to improve your speaking skills because you're more familiar of how people speak. And you also get to know more and improve your intonation, so how you sound, not sounding too monotonic. And also it improves your pronunciation. So, like, for example, if you're saying the word mobile and then you hear an American say it, they're going to say something like mobile, right? So your
Yeah.
mind starts catching these things. So your mind starts saying, okay, so it's not mobile anymore, it's mobile. And that's how you can fix your pronunciation through listening. One more thing about listening is it's almost effortless, and you can do it alongside with doing any other thing. So, like, while working out, while preparing food, while making a cup of coffee, I can still have my earphones on and I could still listen and improve my English.
Yeah, that's what I do when I'm traveling from a city to city. Like I'd have my AirPods and whatever podcast that I'm listening to and just listen. It's way better than listening to music. Sometimes I would
Music.
cheat. I would listen to some music, but I would back to be listening
Yeah,
to interviews and podcasts and debates.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
you need and also you need to have like a general idea because like if you're listening to only one type of talking or communicating, it's not that great. You need
Yes.
to listen to a different way of talking.
100%. Again, I couldn't agree more with that because, like, again, when you're speaking in an interview, it's completely different maybe than in a lecture, and also it's different than when two people are just like casually speaking to each other. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
again, it's the same light ring that fell.
it's okay. Totally.
Okay, so yeah, like, yeah,
I don't know
again,
why
different kinds of. Mhm.
TikTok it doesn't have noise cancellation. Like everything you do is gonna pop up in the live.
I don't know either, but it might be my microphone. Maybe it's not that good. I'm using just a very simple wired earphones right now, so maybe that's why. But yeah, it's probably the light ring's fault that it keeps falling, not me. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's it's when you're listening too much, you'll catch, as you said, patterns. Like, let's say
Yeah.
there's a word realtor, like an agent, a broker.
Yes.
Listen, man, Americans have different, like every state and every place. Like people speaking in Indiana or Ohio, they're not speaking
Yeah.
like someone from Texas. So, for example, that word realtor, people would say realtor, people would say realtor, and there's another pronunciation too. It's realtor. So,
But you
it's
know what?
you're gonna catch.
I do believe it's more like realtor. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's even REALTOR, so it's realtor. I do believe this is how it's said, but I'm sure you're much more familiar with that since this is a word that you use almost every day. And of course, you've heard like millions of people or like maybe thousands of people pronounce this word. So yeah, but I do believe it's more like realtor.
Yes, and you would get to the point that when you talk, like I was talking yesterday to someone from, a rural place in Georgia, in
Yeah.
America. Man,
Yeah.
I was really it was really hard to catch the words that he's saying because it's
Yes.
very unique. Like when people speak in Egypt, it's different from Upper and South
From
Egypt.
like
So
yes, exactly.
so
Yeah, I
it's very
totally get
different from a
it.
place to another.
100%. Yeah, like sometimes you even doubt your ability to speak English, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so like I
exactly. Yeah.
remember a guy I met, he was from Wales, the UK. So I met this guy
Oh
in
man.
Dahab, I met him in person in Dahab here in Egypt. And like at the time, I was working also as an English teacher. I had like 2 years of teaching experience. I have worked with American companies for about 3 years. And like I was supposed to like be able to communicate with any English speaker in the world, right? So like this guy, he had a really weird accent and he said a very simple phrase that took me about a minute to understand what he said. A really simple phrase. Yeah. Like I kept staring at him and like processing and trying to think of all the different possibilities of what he said. So he then said something like, I know nobody understands us, we're stupid. Like yeah, making fun of his own accent. So yeah. So like this was a moment that I doubted my ability to speak and understand English, right? So,
Yeah, I gotcha, man. Yeah, I'm seeing it every day, because especially the company that I'm working at, we're working nationwide. So we're working with, like sometimes I'd be working in Washington, the other lead would be in Texas, the other one would be in California. So I'd
Yeah.
have a variety of people talking, way of talking to me.
yes. Yeah. I get it. So like you're not working just with one state, so you get to talk to people
Yeah, we're
from so
working
many different
nationwide.
states.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And everybody has their own. And by the way, even in the US, like everybody must have come like from a different place. So like maybe you meet an Indian American guy, a Chinese American guy, and so on.
Yeah, especially when you
Like-
talk to a really sweet person, a sweet lady, a white lady. When you say honey,
Yeah.
you feel like very flattered. And the other lead would be a black woman. Say, what you need,
Yeah.
man? What you need?
Yeah. Well, exactly. You get some of these and some of those, I guess. Like some people who I spoke to were the kindest, the nicest, and some other people also were the rudest, the meanest. But like again, like you never take it personally. And
there's a goat person in real estate. Man, I admire that person. His name is Eric Klein. This person, yeah, Eric Klein. But his
I thought you
really
were referring to what his name is, Grant Cardone.
no. I don't like that person that much. But yeah, it's I don't. He's very performative. That's my opinion, honestly. But yeah, Eric Klein has specialized in real estate. The way he talks, the way he handle objections, the way he's doing everything is very smooth. Is very articulate. Man, I love the way I really admire that person. His name is Eric Klein.
Yeah.
But when you search about him, like you're gonna get a little bit scared because he's full of tattoos and all that. Because he been on a hard journey. He's been addicted to coke. cocaine and
Okay.
different drugs, and he had a really dark phase in his life. But
Yeah.
he become a better person right now, and he's
Yeah.
really good at what he's doing. Really
Yeah.
good.
Well, I'm trying to look him up right now. It's just that the internet connection is for some reason too slow, but it's supposed to be loading. So I'm going to keep this tab opened so I can get a chance to take a look at what he's offering, what he's doing.
Yeah, his name is Eric Klein. He's like full of tattoos and he got a beard. And yeah,
Yeah.
you could search Eric Klein real estate because he's not that famous. Like he got like
Yes.
6,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, but I think I got him. I think I was I wrote something like airline sales. So
Yeah.
I think it's taking longer to. I don't know why. So airline, real estate. Yes. Okay, it's loading again, but for some reason, like also this is one of the downsides of living in Egypt, right? Like
Yeah.
no matter how hard
The
you try,
internet connection.
sometimes the internet connection is going to still disappoint you. So one fun fact is I have two different routers from two different internet providers at my house. One from Vodafone and one from We. Okay, so I'm supposed to have a really good network and but
Yeah, but
then it always would
failed
find a
always.
way to disappoint you.
Yeah, especially when you're in a call and that call is a really interested person, and you can get it closed and boom, your internet
Yeah.
dropped.
That's like the worst experience. You know what? It happened to me in an interview with Americans and so on, and like they were super disappointed because like even when they said something like, okay, so we understand that you're now having an internet problem, so could you maybe please disable your camera so that the internet is like more stable and so on. So at that day or on this day, I don't know what happened to the internet, but even when I disabled my camera and I was just using the voice, it was still cutting off. So like I had the worst experience with internet in Egypt. So right now I just use mobile data all the time and I never bother about the Wi-Fi. Okay,
Yeah.
so I got his Instagram page, but he seems like to be a bit more famous than what you mentioned. He has, I think, 114,000
I
followers.
think on Instagram, yeah, he got a lot of followers, but on YouTube,
Yeah.
not that much.
Yes, and two of my friends who also work in sales are following him. So, yeah. And by the way, yes, he's like posting this video with I can't remember the name. What was this guy's name? Yes, Andy Elliott. I'm sure you know Andy Elliott.
Yeah, and Andy Elliott. I know Andy Elliott.
Yeah, I
He's also
love Andy
performative,
Elliott.
but yeah, I like him a little bit, you know.
Yes, well, I like him a lot, and like maybe I don't listen to him that much when it comes to the sales.
He's like
Uh,
a motivating person,
yes,
more
I
than
was just about to say so.
a salesperson.
Exactly. I was just about to say so. So yes, exactly. He had this playlist on YouTube, something called Morning Motivation, something like that. So
Yeah.
I used to listen to that before I start my shift every day. So before I start dialing, I listened to this like 5-6 minutes of like motivational speaking kind of thing. And it used to make me perform better. But yes, when it comes to like sales techniques and so on, I wouldn't say Andy Elliott is like the best. I'll just say he's confident. He's super confident.
Yeah,
And like
the best advice that I got from Andy Elliott is like you need your words flow like water. You know, you need to
yeah.
work on your whatever. Like let's say you have a script or a list of questions that you need to ask. You need
Yeah.
them to flow like water. You know, you don't have to.
Exactly.
You don't need to stutter and you know, like no, those filler words.
Yes, exactly. And that's like the result of practice. Like when you've practiced so long with something, then it flows really easily. So yeah.
I heard
He-
I heard the dumbest argument from a female here on this application on TikTok. She was saying
Okay,
someone
what
was
was
someone was saying those filler words is not that good for you to, you know, and work on whatever you're doing. You don't have
Yeah.
to. You don't need to have filler words. Sometimes it's okay, but not all of the times. And she said, "No, filler words are important." What? What do you mean by important?
Well, to be honest, I do not know the context, so I cannot judge. But
Yeah.
I would say that filler words sometimes can be important, and I'll tell you in what sense. It makes speech sound natural. Let me ask you this. AI can now speak like flawlessly, right? Much
Yeah,
better than a human being can. Do you agree?
yeah,
Okay, one downside of it is that it's not natural. It's too perfect to the point that it's not natural. Now, when
yes,
you try to add some filler words, sometimes it makes your speech again not better but more natural. So I'm sure you just said that you're familiar with Jeremy Miner, right? So this
yes,
is Jeremy Miner's approach. He would not go into a sales call, for example, armed and like as if he knows exactly what he's about to say and so on. He tried to sound more confused. So it started the call saying something like, "Hey, John.
yeah, in a
Hey,
curious
John.
way.
Yeah, I was, I was wondering if you could help me out for a moment with that because I have your name in here, and and so on." So he
Yeah,
would use filler words like intentionally to make his speech sound natural, as
yeah,
opposed to scripted.
yes,
So
yes,
yes,
yes.
I would say it's human. The only problem is that if you use too much of that, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
human.
I
Like,
totally cannot agree with you more. It's okay to use filler words, but not all of the time, because
yes,
sometimes you would be
exactly.
stuttery and you're not professional. But it's okay to use it in
Yeah,
when you're asking in a curious way, on a way that you need him to have some spark in him, like why he's calling me. Yeah,
exactly. So like, yeah, to because curiosity is one of the biggest drivers of human like emotions and so on. And like the reason behind Jeremy Miner's approach is, for example, let's say here in Egypt you're going into a clothes shop and you want to maybe buy some like t-shirt, trousers, whatever. You're trying to buy some clothes, right? So the sales guy approaches you and he says something like, "How can I help you today?" Right? And
yeah,
you automatically say what? You say, "Okay, no thanks, I'm just like taking a look," right? Why do you say this? Why do you feel the need to stay away from this sales guy? Because you can easily identify that, okay, this is a sales guy and his main objective is to try to sell me something. So I don't want anybody to sell me anything, right?
yes,
So
yeah, yeah, yes.
that's why Jeremy Miner's approach works, because he doesn't represent himself as like he doesn't sound like a sales guy. He sounds
Hmm.
like someone who's just confused and needs help, right?
Yes, yeah, I
And then
got you.
once he's past this first minute, okay, now they have the call. Now they could like again get back to being this confident person who is, because once it comes to what they're offering, whatever service or product that is, okay, now I'm confident. But at the beginning of the call, "Hey, am I speaking to John?" And so on, and all this stuttering and confusion intentionally and so on. You know what, man? We've been live here for the past hour, 20 minutes almost, and you've been with us for at least the past hour. You can't imagine how I enjoyed this conversation, to be honest.
Man, thank you
And
so much. Me too.
I was, I
I
was,
loved this conversation.
yeah, likewise, man. And by the way, we have to connect apart from like away from this application, apart from TikTok and so on. Like you'd have to send me your phone number. I'll send you my phone number. We'd have
Yeah,
to connect apart
absolutely,
from
man.
this
I would
because,
love to.
yeah, I do believe like there would be maybe some kind of like work that we might be involved in, or if you're even living here in Alexandria or even in Cairo when I get there,
I really wish I was in Alexandria.
you're living in
I'm in a
Cairo,
really,
right?
it's way worse, the place that I'm living in.
Okay, where do you live?
Yeah,
I mean, if
so
if you
currently I'm living in Beni Suef because my university
okay,
is there.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
how's it
not the
like,
best.
man? So, like,
It
I've been to Ismailiyah, I've been to Bursaid, I've been to Suez, Dahab, Sharm el-Sheikh, Asyut. I've been to so many different places, but I've never been to Beni Suef. So, how is it?
it's 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 just Beni Suef. You know?
So, yeah, like, tell me more about it. Is it maybe boring? Is it maybe like vacant? Is it crowded?
It's not crowded, but the people, the facilities that in Beni Suef is not that good in terms of the
Okay,
quality. And
yeah.
yeah, I would have been way much better if I lived in a place like Alexandria, especially because lots of
Oh,
different companies located in Alexandria. And
yeah.
there's
Yes.
a huge opportunities to live in, the
Do
big
you have a
cities like
sea
Cairo and
or a Nile?
Alexandria. I'm sorry.
Do you have a sea or a Nile
We
or
have a
none of
Nile.
them?
We have a Nile.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, but of course not as good as having like a sea as
No,
Alexandria
no.
as Alexandria
I'm really
do.
jealous now.
Well, you know what, man? Every place has its downsides, and believe me, if you were living in Alexandria, you'd also find a lot of things that you'd hate about Alexandria. So yes, the sea is beautiful, the beach is beautiful, right? But at the same time, it's super crowded. Sometimes it gets really difficult to like move around, and you'd
Yeah.
have to be stuck in traffic for a long time. Also, another thing that I dislike about Alexandria is the noise level. It's almost noisy everywhere. Even if you're living in the nicest place, you'd find some person selling something with a microphone, completely ruining your day, right? Like when you're in the middle of a meeting with native speakers, or like with Americans or with people you work with and so on, you'd find someone selling anything and like Rubabikia, right, in a microphone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's really
So also
annoying.
this is one of the downsides. And also if you were to live in here, you would also believe it's like fairly boring. There are very few things to be done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate the conversation, man. And honestly,
Yeah, me too, man.
I really appreciate you, especially being here in this application, trying to spread love and education
Likewise,
to people.
man.
Yeah,
Well, really
thank you.
likewise. And by the way, you were a part of this today. Like you were a part of educating people. And I think people like, again, you're a living proof that consistent practice works, and that if you continue to work on yourself, work on your like speaking skills and so on, you'll definitely get there one day. And by get there is, I mean like, again, first of all, you speak an amazing English, and second of all, you're working with an American company. So yeah, I think this is something that a lot of people want to achieve. And you know what? I was lucky enough to meet a lot of great minds from so many different countries through this application and through this show. And I have enjoyed a lot of the conversations that I had, genuinely and sincerely enjoyed them. But I would honestly say this is the conversation that I enjoyed the most. And this is
No,
not a
man.
compliment, this is just the truth. Yeah, I'm a man who just like says what he means and means what he
I'm very
says.
flattered right
So,
now.
well, yeah, well, man, again, that's just the truth. Because, yeah, like, again, you speak effortlessly. You're not like trying to impress anyone, you're just communicating. And this is the best thing about it. Like a lot of people, they maybe speak good English, but they're always trying to impress people. And your desire to impress people always makes you like sound less natural and so on. So like today you were just yourself. That's the best thing. That was the best thing about it. Like you were just yourself. And yeah, by the way, we have 320 people right now listening to you.
Yeah,
So
lots of
what
people
do you
here
want to
right
tell
now.
them maybe? What do you want to tell them maybe before we
I mean, work on
leave?
yourself. Do whatever you love, and when I mean do whatever you love is like do the things that you think is gonna have a good and positive impact on your life. Whatever it is, whatever it is. Let's say it's education. You're doing a business. You're doing whatever. Even when you say when you pick up the phone and call your mom and say how are you.
Yeah.
It's really huge. It's really it would really impact your day.
100%. So, like, guys, continue to pursue your dreams. Dreams do come true. Everything that we have right now was just a dream, like a while ago, a couple of years ago. So, like for example, I could have only dreamed about me speaking as fluently as I can right now a couple of years ago, and I'm sure also it's the same case for Wael here, for Andrew. So yeah, guys, continue to pursue your dreams, invest in yourself, continue to learn, and yeah, your dreams will definitely come true by time
Yeah.
if you're consistent enough.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really
Yeah.
appreciate the conversation.
Okay, yeah,
And
man. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for making this an exceptional and an exceptionally impressive and enjoyable.
no, you
and
thank you because you
entertaining
picked me up. Because
conversation.
yeah, because
Well, yeah, man. Well,
without
again,
you picking me up, like we wouldn't have this
well, I'm
conversation.
really lucky I did. Yeah, I'm really lucky I did, and yeah, man. And thanks for
Yeah.
being a part of this. Thanks for making this live stream very special. By the way, we got so far 12,000 views. A lot of people who like followed us from this live stream. So if you're there, make sure you follow us so that you're notified whenever we go live again. And
Yes,
for
sir.
you, Andrew, I would love if you could join us again in the upcoming live streams. I would also love if you could join us again as a
Yeah,
co-guest.
definitely, man.
And I could
Definitely.
even send you a message before I go live to check if you're, if it works for you, if it's the right time. We could like
Yeah,
again
for
go
sure.
live, and
Anytime.
yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, man.
Oh,
And
okay, man. Yeah, thank you
Love you all.
for being a part of this.
Have a beautiful day. And it's
You too,
yeah,
man.
I remembered your name.
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, you too. Have a wonderful day, and thanks, thanks,
You
guys,
too,
for
bro.
everybody who's joined us today, whether as a viewer or as a co-guest. I'd love if you could join us again in the upcoming live streams. And again, please make sure that you're following so that you can get notified whenever we're going live. If you want to speak better English, if you want to improve your speaking skills, make sure you send us a direct message, and I'm going to guide you through that. So I love you all, guys. See you again in the upcoming live streams, and take care of yourselves. Have a good one.